Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Beaconhouse Old Children's Society, BOSS, Memory Lane. Beaconhouse BOSS is all about building a community together. Today we have an entrepreneur, sportsperson and a consultant with us, Uzair Butt. Uzair completed his A-levels in 2017 from Beaconhouse Margalla campus. He was with Beaconhouse school system through and through. Then he completed his degree from LUMS and then Masters from University of Illinois. Currently, he is the associate consultant in Boston with Axtria. Ladies and gentlemen, he's also running his own entrepreneur business with the name of Uzair's Fitness Junction. Let's hear his story and journey in Boss Memory Lane. Welcome. Uzair, welcome to Boss Memory Lane.
Hello, I'm so happy that you guys have reached out to me for this amazing opportunity to reach back with Beaconhouse Memory Lane, and I'm really excited to whatever is coming up next.
Thank you. So Uzair, let's take the trip down the memory lane. Fondest memory or the most interesting incident at Beaconhouse Margalla campus?
When I thought about this question, I think the first thing that comes to mind is definitely at that time, there was a fashion for always making spikes. So I was one of those people who would always go with their hair wet early in the morning, and I would see my sports teacher come running after me and just rubbing his hand over my hair and just ruining everything I would work on. So it was a really interesting memory, and I still think of it every time I see him. So I think that's one of my favorite memories from Beaconhouse, and I still think of that, and I just feel really good about it, I would say.
So you're through and through with Beaconhouse. Teachers ke naam yaad hain aapko?
Definitely, almost all of them.
Would you like to name a few?
Ma'am Aisha Shabir, she was our principal, really helpful, really loving, really caring, always reaches out. Still, I have her on my Facebook. Ma'am Fawzia, really helpful geography teacher. And then Ma'am Faria, she is my favorite teacher so far. She was my math teacher. I was really bad at math, but she was there for me every single time, especially in O-levels when I had to give my mathematics exam. It was really hard, but she was there. She would always listen to us. She would always be there for us. And she was one of those teachers when if you would like really open up with her and be like, we really don't feel like learning today, can we get a break or can we just go out and have a games period instead? She would just actually listen to us and do that. And instead, she would just be like, in the next class, we have to focus on our studies. We're like, yeah, yes, ma'am, we will. And I think Ma'am Faria was one of my favorites.
Right. So Uzair, what sort of student you were in school?
I think backbenchers, definitely, who was very, very sporty. So I was one of those students who, during class, the games teacher would come up and be like, Uzair.
So Uzair, kya sports kaun si thi?
Oh yeah, definitely football through and through.
Okay.
I played for O-levels. I was the captain. I played for A-levels as well for 2 years for the North region. I also got selected for the North region intramurals, intra-region. And then obviously when I moved to LUMS, I was playing there for 3 years as well. But it was definitely a sporty person, also the backbencher, but just enjoying it.
If you have to describe your school life in 3 words, what would that be and why?
I think that's a really tough question, I think. But I think it would definitely be fun. Obviously, never being on time early in the morning, but then you were one of those people who are standing at the back who are late, but you just enjoy that feeling as well. It was really interesting. Every new day, you have something different going on. You have so many societies you can be a part of. You're also a house captain. And then you have these responsibilities. You have to take classes. And I think third, I think it would just be like very homely, loving. You don't feel like you're going somewhere because you have to, because you're going somewhere where you love to go. And I would call it my second home, Beaconhouse, definitely.
At school, we make friends for life. You have few from Beaconhouse BMI?
Beaconhouse, BMI and F11, I think, Shayan Arif, Danish, Musa, Yasin, Sardar, and the list just goes on.
Right, or jinke naam nahi liye, wo khafa to nahi honge?
All of you are my friends, but if I think about it, my closest friends so far are still the ones who I was friends with from class 1, and we're still meeting each other.
Any pearls of wisdom or any words or any thing which was being said to you by your instructor and stayed with you. Would you like to name that or shed some light on that particular thing which you really followed?
I think Sir Kesser, he was our games teacher for 12 years, I would say. He always told me that, Uzair, you have this energy in you and just always use this in a positive way. And I think that's something I always kept in my head, everything I did. And I think I've been able to bring that impact around me in my community. And I hope to do the same for the next 20, 30 years.
All right. So how about this entrepreneur idea? Would you like to shed some light on this? I mean, how's this, how did this actually came to your mind and why fitness? Of course, because into sports, but kaise isko leke gaye? And it's a digital platform.
So definitely, I would love to talk about that. When I went to Plums, I was already playing a lot of sports. But in my freshman year, I ruptured my ACL. And that was a huge blow to my life. I was really depressed. I couldn't play soccer anymore. And that was something really important to me. So I went into fitness. I had to work out in some way. And that led me to just start on enjoying this a lot. So a lot of my friends started telling me that, you know so much, you've been playing sports in so long. Why don't you start helping people as well? And I was always, pumping my friends that, why don't you go play sports? And they're like, no, who plays sports? But I just wanted that idea to, spread around, and that is when I decided to go for a CrossFit certification abroad. I went to Abu Dhabi, I passed the course, and I became the second in Pakistan to have that certification. And that's when the idea came up, Uzair's Fitness Junction. That's the name I came up with. So I'm virtually present on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and I've been using that platform. I've trained almost 200 clients so far.
And it's all virtual.
It's virtual. It's also in person. So, but I do get clients who are from Canada, from Australia, but my main focus is towards Pakistani people because I want to help them out more.
Brilliant. You had siblings also at Beaconhouse?
My older brother and older sister, both of them did their schooling from Beaconhouse as well. Daniel, he completed his, I think, because he's 2 years older than me.
Right. So, comparison hota tha?
Yeah, definitely. I always wanted to be better than them. And I think I did with respect to the grades at the end. But they also completed their time at Beaconhouse and they still love it. When I told them about this opportunity, they were really happy that Beaconhouse started reaching out, and it's an amazing thing.
You are our product and brand ambassadors out there, and we're certainly proud of what you're doing. Uzair, school की खास बात कोई याद हो?
मैम बेल बज गई, अब तो मैं निकलता हूँ.
हाँ, मैम बेल बज गई है. All right, okay. So, pearls of wisdom for the young minds of Beaconhouse.
For the young minds, I would just say, listen to your teachers. Always respect them. That's one thing I really, really focus on, because at that young age, we're just like really against our teachers if they're like, making us work too much. Mana kar rahe hain. I think they are the ones who help us get through in life, and all the things that they say, they really matter. And also enjoy. I would say, don't just be a nerd. Don't just go into the books, and just try to do new different things, and don't give up on your dreams. I would say that would be the last.
It's all about positive energy, and on this positive note, we end our Boss Memory Lane. Uzair, thank you so much, and thank you so much for watching.
Beaconhouse Old Student Society, BOSS, building a community together.